Brought to you by stationhousecoffee.com and inspireddisorder.com/audible.
What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new episode of Swipe Up, the 97th episode of the show where I share some of my favorite posts from Instagram. Let's get it started, shall we? With this first post, some vintage photography from back in the day. In 1984, when Schaller Wilder and George W. Ames fried an egg on Miles Avenue in a 119-degree day out in Indio, which is crazy. It has been hot as hell this past couple weeks. Like, opening the door, if you're inside in the air conditioning, it's fine. It's like you don't notice how horrible. But once you open the door, like opening the door is like when you open an oven that's been preheating, right? You're like going to throw a pizza in there and then it's preheated and you open it up and there's just this gust of hot air that just hits you in the face. That's what it's like to open a door into the outside world here. And it's just super hot, super humid, just thick hot air that's just horrible, just unbearable. Even though I'm inside, like, I still sweat like crazy because I think my body just knows that just outside those walls, it's miserable. But yeah, you can definitely fry an egg, and these are two old timies doing that thing out on Miles Avenue in Indio. All right, so moving on here to the next one. It's got Jim Carrey cold answered a FaceTime from Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock. I don't know which one called him, but Dave Chappelle putting on his shows out in Ohio, the same place where he did the 846. The I wouldn't call it a stand-up special as much as just kind of a spoken word about the George Floyd murder. But it seems like he's doing shows a lot. I've seen pictures of other comedians out there. So maybe they're doing sets. Maybe it's actually doing regular stand-up comedy. It's an outside club. And it is in Ohio, so it's going to be, short-lived. It's not going to go through maybe they could go through the winter. Have to put some heaters out there, maybe. Just everybody have to be bundled up. But kind of crazy. Just Jim Carrey. I'd love to see Jim Carrey do stand-up again. Just, him and just all these old comedians that kind of went to acting after stand-up. It would just be fun to see what Jim Carrey would do today. But yeah, just kind of cool. Some legends there calling each other. Now moving on to some other legends, some podcast legends, Christina Pazitsky and Tom Segura from Your Mom's House. They're doing a live and uncensored special virtual event. If you are not aware of Your Mom's House podcast, then that is one of the podcasts I would highly recommend. If you are into immature humor, if you're into laughing a lot, if you like both of their stand-up specials, if you want to check those out on Netflix, you could do that to get a taste of what they're bringing to the table. It's also a podcast of like inside jokes. After you watch it for a while, you start to see they have like tons of inside jokes. Watch crazy videos. It's just a fun time overall. But they're doing a live event August 14th. Online, I think the tickets are $10, but it'll be uncensored, which a lot of their videos they can't show because they're too graphic, and YouTube is, very specific. Especially nowadays, YouTube seems to be tightening the reins on what you can even put up there or what you can get monetized up there. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to be attending this event. It'll be fun. $10 isn't going to break the bank, hopefully, in another week or so. But looking forward to seeing what an uncensored version of the show. And it'll be live. Not that they wouldn't be able to pull off a live show. I mean, they're both professional comics. They did live versions of the podcast back in the day, from stages in comedy clubs. So it'll be interesting to see the show. I love the show. I love the show. So I'm looking forward to it, and seeing what the uncensored version will look like. So looking forward to that. That's August 14th. I think, what's the time? 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, depending on where you are. Now, moving on to this, Dr. Photograph has been putting up a lot of like alternative product packaging, whether it be video games or movies. This one is the Hot Ones at Home 10 Wing Challenge, the last dab. This is like many of his posts or her posts are amazing, but this is one that I would love. Like if Hot Ones, for sure, first off, needs to put out this product. They need to put out this product, but it needs to be with the different hot sauces on the wings. So in each, like 10 different wings, each one has a different sauce. Maybe you do a 20-pack, right? You and a friend. You get these, at home. Throw it in the toaster oven or whatever. Throw it in the oven. Throw it on the grill, and then you can have your own Hot Ones challenge at home, the at home edition. I would definitely. I mean, just the last dab. I would buy the last dab pack. I would buy this because it's. I mean, one, I like chicken wings. Right, I've been getting chicken wings a little bit more regularly nowadays. I love hot sauce. I love throwing hot sauce on chicken wings to damage myself the next day. But yeah, this is just something that needs to happen. And Hot Ones, if you haven't watched it, is just an amazing interview show. And the game show I haven't seen, but would love to watch it if I had access to it. But yeah, Hot Ones Home Edition needs to happen. I love it. Now, moving on to the last one, Joe List. I hate myself. One of my favorite comedians that I've never seen him do stand. Well, no, I guess he has. I think he did one of the shorter stand-up specials on Netflix that had like a bunch of different comedians doing like 15, 20-minute sets. So I think I have seen him do stand-up. I think he was actually the first one in that collection. But this one's coming out on YouTube, the Comedy Central YouTube station, which I think is similar to Sam Morril, which looking forward to that. I love, he does a podcast with Mark Norman, Tuesdays with Stories. Mark Norman has a special out on YouTube for free. So I highly recommend, if you're into stand-up comedy, first, obviously, check out Joe List. Hate Myself. I Hate Myself. It comes out tomorrow. So Thursday is when it drops. I'm not sure. 6 p.m. Eastern. So 3 p.m. Pacific on Thursday. It's going to come out. But I would recommend definitely checking out this special from Joe List. But I also would recommend, since you're on YouTube and you're in the mood to watch stand-up comedy, highly recommend going to check out Mark Norman. I think it's called Out to Lunch. I could be wrong. And then Sam Morril's special as well on YouTube, all free. And his I Got This, I believe, is the name of Sam Morril's special. But yeah, I love stand-up comedy. I love that a lot of these comics are going the YouTube route instead of just trying to sell to Netflix or trying to sell to Amazon or trying to go to like Showtime, which is just doesn't make any sense because nobody has Showtime. And they've kind of been pretty shitty specials anyway. But yeah, amazing comedian. And also check out Tuesdays with Stories, a hilarious podcast that Joe List does with Mark Norman. Two really funny guys. I'm looking forward to watching that special tomorrow. Let's do some shout-outs and get out of here. Shout-out Coachella Valley, City of Indio, Candy T-Man. Shout-out YMH Studios, Dr. Photograph, First We Feast, and Joe List Comedy. And shout-out to you. Be sure to check out our sponsors, Station House Coffee on Instagram and stationhousecoffee.com, and order yourself some small batch, single origin, premium coffee brewed in Thetford Center, Vermont, and shipped directly to you. Order now, support small business, and get yourself some amazing premium coffee delivered directly to you. Go to stationhousecoffee.com and follow Station House Coffee on Instagram. Also, get 2 free audiobooks. Go through the link inspireddisorder.com/audible. Sign up. You get 2 free audiobooks plus 1 book a month if you continue your membership. Plus, Audible comes with many originals, guided wellness programs, news, and much, much more. Go sign up now for 2 free audiobooks by using my link inspireddisorder.com/audible, AUDIBLE. New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on IGTV, YouTube, and everywhere else podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at patreon.com/Inspired Disorder. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com and follow at Ray Taylor Show on Instagram. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace. Oh!